I think we talked to you yesterday at the top of Sugarloaf Mountain. I think that was our last video. So, we drove to Tucson yesterday, and we drove straight to Saguaro, and it is like biker heaven.
Mountain biker heaven.
Just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the park was kind of crazy. It was Saturday. Don't know if that had something to do with it. Don't know if there was a biking thing going on, but it was nuts. So we had a peanut butter and jelly lunch and had some difficulty finding a trailhead, but eventually found a trailhead, and did a quick little 2-mile hike. And that was okay. We liked that. We gave it like 4 out of 5 stars. And that was Ridgeview Trail. And then last night we found margaritas and Mexican. And then we had a very cute Airbnb. And the weird thing is, it didn't have a TV. So we were grateful for our hot showers, which were fantastic. And the bed was comfortable, and we laid down. And I turned on some Netflix on a phone and propped it up in bed. And then what did Jared say?
She started snoring. I was like, well, she must be kidding. So I look over. She's completely asleep, and it was like 8:23.
I can't help it.
So I turned off Netflix on her phone and turned off the lights, and we went to bed by 8:30.
I don't know. I don't really have a great excuse.
It's all right.
I only had 2 margaritas.
Yeah.
So this morning we went to a kind of a big loop. It was a 7-mile, and it was Douglas something to Bridal Falls. And if there's water, there's a waterfall like at a true end point. It was a really cool kind of cave almost, since there's no water. There's a little trickle. And I thought maybe I can climb to the top of that and look down. It doesn't look too challenging. So I've always complained about the Piranha women's pants pockets not being large enough to fit your phone. So I stuck my phone some other place, and tried to climb up, and got 3/4 of the way up, and then decided I couldn't do it and started to climb down. And at some point coming down, I leaned forward enough that my phone came out, landed on what appears to be dirt, dust, and gravel everywhere, except for it managed to hit on one big rock and split the screen. So it was useless. So we finished the hike and then found one of the few Verizons that are open on Sundays, because most of them around here aren't open on Sundays. And painlessly, within an hour's time and $400, I now have the newest, greatest phone on this trip. So, I guess we already had this thing where we thought my phone took better pictures, but now it's going to take much, much better pictures than Jared's.
Yeah.
So we are back on track now. Doing another little scenic hike on the east side of Saguaro. I don't know if I'm going to say it right, in the Recon district. So we'll finish this little scenic hike, and then there's a scenic drive, and then we'll head out to a campground where we get to have a base camp for 2 nights, so that'll be kind of nice. And that's about all I got right now.
Did we tell them about your sleeping pad?
No, because that was after our last video. So I have had an REI Flash sleeping pad for several years. Jared has gone through 3 of them. Mine has lasted several years. Mine finally has a slow leak. So when I went to replace it, I thought, what the heck, I'll upgrade and go to a Thermarest Neolite Air. So I had my first chance to actually try it on this trip. Slept on it for 2 nights. Absolutely cannot stand it. Hate it. So when we came into Tucson yesterday, we drove into town to find an REI. And they happily, no questions asked, took it back. And I bought the old mattress pad that our sleeping pad I used to have, the REI Flash.
It's actually the upgraded one, though.
What does that mean?
It's just a different version of it.
Oh,
they changed some of the materials or something. I don't know what to do.
Okay. So anyways.
So we've been back to town twice. in the last
for creature comforts.
2 days.
And Jared bought a new pillow.
Oh, damn, I did.
Yep.
I thought it was all going to be Melissa.
Nope. Jared's guilty of creature comforts as well. So we've
Wow.
got new phones, new pillows, new sleeping pads.
It's so ridiculous. This is not turned into a normal camping trip.
Not at all. I think after tomorrow, though, like, we'll get out of the city and we will be so far off
Yeah.
the beaten path that, like, there's no going back at that point.
Yeah,
There's no replacing phones.
We're just taking advantage of being so close to... We haven't been to a national park
city.
that's this close to a city, really.
I mean, like, on the edge of the park, like, there's houses across the street.
Yeah.
Not like a house, like a subdivision across the street. Like, it's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty, but yeah. So it's been a little busy today and yesterday. Hoping we get a little more peace and quiet as the rest of the week goes on.
That would be nice.
No javelinas yet. Really no wildlife yet. It is a desert, but...
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Peace.